As we're now all painfully aware, this winter the UK in general and the southwest in particular have been battered by an exceptional run of winter storms. In its assessment of the weather over the last 3 months, the Met Office says it's been the worst period of rainfall in at least 248 years. While no one storm has been exceptional, coastlines have been battered and inland areas have been flooded by a series of persistent and tightly clustered periods of wind and rain. So, where has all this come from? The Met Office thinks we may have to go to the other side of the world, all the way to Indonesia, to find the weather events that have triggered the storms here. The story starts with persistent heavy rainfall over Indonesia caused by higher than normal ocean temperatures in the West Pacific. Flash floods and landslides have killed hundreds of people there this winter. That all upset the pattern of the Asia-Pacific jet stream, the flow of air which normally tracks east straight across the Pacific Ocean and the United States. This winter, though, the Pacific jet stream was pushed a long way north, up towards the Arctic, getting colder as it went. When it was temporarily forced back down across Canada and America in this dramatic kink, it brought exceptionally cold weather with it. That caused the big freeze we saw across North America last month, when temperatures fell as low as minus 50 degrees and areas as far south as Texas and Georgia saw snow for the first time in years. The chain reaction then continued into the North Atlantic. The huge difference between cold air in the north and warm Caribbean air created a dramatic temperature gradient in the atmosphere, strengthening the jet stream by around 30%. Normally that wouldn't have had such catastrophic effects, as the jet stream usually passes north of the UK between Scotland and Iceland. But this year the jet stream has been pushed much further south, bringing high winds and rain straight into the southwest of England and Wales. I'm afraid the Met Office offers little hope for the future, saying that it looks like a warmer world will lead to more intense and heavy rain events in the future, meaning scenes like this could become more familiar over the coming years.
Hello, this is Kate Pillows from Architectural News at Salford. We are here at Bollington. As you can see, it's really heavy rain today, but we are here because there's been what everybody has feared has happened. It's flooded, completely flooded. Bollington is flooded. There is water until about 1.5 meters high. The inhabitants are going crazy trying to get all their belongings together. There are rescue teams here trying to save people from their own homes, because part of the houses are already submersed. We are trying to gather someone to talk to, but apparently everybody is doing rescue around the area. Now, there was a project going on here. Apparently a wide-known researcher was trying to build his home, as you can see, around this area. And the project is still going, but he wants to change everything, or almost everything, so that the new design fits the purpose of the climate changes. So, as you can see, these are new conditions for the project, and the designers are going to have to rethink the whole project through, given the circumstances. Of course, there was also the issue that if they have done their research properly, they would have known that this is a flooded area, as everybody has already told.
And Kate, can you explain to us what are the consequences for the project? What people will have to consider now?
Well, they would have to consider that in some of the cases that you were trying to do underground areas or underground basements or even aquariums for fishes, they need to rethink those ideas and put them together in a different way. Because as you can see, the land is flooded, so until 1.5 meters you have to reconsider what you've done on the ground floor.
And I suppose that Bollington is not the only place in the world that has experienced flooding before. So are there other areas where the people can look at and find examples of good practices?
Well, you could take examples of where these events have taken place around the world. You could also take lessons from other climate catastrophes that have happened. You can check out Architects Over Borders, which is also a great site to see those climate changes. This is how the architects can help in these kind of situations. You can check out New Orleans. You could check out California, which is known for all of its hurricanes and so forth. But you also have examples here in the UK, because actually there has been loads of flooded since I think for the past 5 years the climate has changed in so many different ways that floods have become a normal pattern for this country. So I would suggest that you look elsewhere for answers, but never forget the design. The design is the most important thing.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Sara Biskaya, at the studio.